Hi everyone, welcome to your 20-minute workout for week 12 of pregnancy. Just a reminder to subscribe if you like the videos and so you know when our next videos are out, and share with your pregnant friends and family members. So today's workout is going to focus on full body, but also the core and pelvic region because these are important to increase stability during pregnancy. We'll start with a little bit of a warm-up in standing, so make sure you've got a mat or some space to move. And we're going to start with some squats into a side bend. We're just going to do 8 of these. As you bend over to that side, try not to let that lower back arch too much. You want to keep those abdominals slightly tense or slightly engaged. This is a really nice opener for the belly region as things start to stretch a bit, and you may start to feel some pain there in the next couple of weeks. We're then going to move into some side lunges. So stepping to the side and center. So you should feel this stretching on the inside of the thigh of that straight leg. 4 more. Keep that chest up as you lunge to the side. 2 more. And 1 more, and we'll back into those squats, into side bend, and down. So really just warming up those leg muscles, warming up the trunk, before we get into the real work. And we've got 4 more. Keep breathing. 2 more. And last one, into those side lunges again. Out to the side and back. Four more. And 3, 2, 1. You're going to come to the side of your mat, and we're doing some roll downs. This is in another video if you want a little bit more instruction, but chin comes to chest, and we roll down to the mat. Keep the knees relaxed. As you exhale, roll back up, bottom of the spine to the top. Head is the last thing to come up. This is a nice spine mobilizer. And again. Exhale up. 2 more of those, chin to chest. Mid back. Lower back. Knees relaxed. Head is the last thing to come up. And 1 more. And back up. And we're going to go down onto that mat. Walk out into a plank and walk back. And again. Walking out. Back and up. 2 more of those. Last one, moving a little bit quicker as we progress into this workout. Okay, and we're going to start in standing with some balance work. So get into that neutral spine position. Again, we have a video on this with more detailed instruction. We're going to do some balance work. So standing onto that right hip, you're going to push up and out of that right hip. So you lift that left leg up and to the side. So this is really working the glutes and the side hip muscles of that standing leg. As we progress through pregnancy, our balance tends to suffer a bit as our center of gravity shifts. So this is a good way to get those muscles working early on. breathing throughout. 2 more. Last one. And we switch to the other side. So neutral spine, nice open chest. Push up and out of that standing leg. And we lift that leg forward and to the side. Forward and side. Ooh, as you can see, my balance is not that great on this side. Never has been after I injured it. Almost there. 3 more. And out. Try not to sink into that hip, keep pushing out. Last one. And relax. So shake those hips out, side to side, before we move into our curtsy squat. So for this exercise, we're going to go out to the side, squat behind you, squat in the middle, curtsy squat, normal squat. So this is really working those leg muscles. As you come up into standing, squeeze those glutes. 4 more. 3 and 2 and 1. And once again, just shake those legs out. We're going to do that one more time through that sequence. 6 side leg lifts on each side into 6 curtsy squats. So we stand up and out, or push up and out of that standing leg, and bring it forward and to the side. So this is also working your core and abdominals, but in a standing position. It's also a really nice functional position to work in, because we do walk around and stand a lot as human beings. Last one. Switching straight to the other side. Push up and out of that hip. Leg comes forward and out. Keep that breath going. I like to inhale through my nose and exhale through my mouth. 3 more. And 2. Last one. Straight into curtsy squats. So we go down, middle, 2, 3, and 4, and 5, and 6. Good. Back into standing. Shake out those hips and move to the back of your mat. Going to go into a plank series, so we're going to roll down into a plank position. Chin tucks to chest first, around that spine, and into that plank position. So in this position, we're going to come up into downward dog. The knees can be slightly bent in this position. We're going to do a bit of a push-up, down and up and back to plank. Downward dog. Push up. That chest open. Back to plank. 4 more. If adding the push-up is a bit too much, you can hold plank. You can come down onto your elbows if your wrists are feeling the strain a little bit too much. 2 more. And last one. And knees come down. Sit back into child's pose for a bit of a release. Let go of that head. And we come into an all fours position. Hands are a little bit more forward.
We've got some push-ups coming up. I do these on my knees because I found my upper body strength is not what it once was, but you can do full push-ups or press-ups in a plank position. So we'll bring chest down to the mat and up. Only 6 of these. Nice, slow and controlled. And chest to mat. Tension into the abdominals. Don't let that belly hang out. Give it a little bit of a tuck under. 2 more. And last one. Back into child's pose. Release for a few seconds. And we do that sequence one more time, 6 of each movement. Into a plank. Downward dog push-up. Down. Plank. Push-up. Plank. That's 3. And 4. 2 more. 5. And 6. Bring those knees down, straight into 6 push-ups. Chest down to the mat. Keep that tension in those abdominals. Oh, arms are feeling it today. That. 4. 2 more. And last one. Sit back into child's pose. Release. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. And we're back in a 4-point kneeling position. Hands underneath shoulders, knees underneath hips. Going to round that spine and then arch. Bit of a cat-cow. Mobilize a bit. Just 1 more. And then come to that neutral spine position where we have a natural arch into that low back. Abdominals or tummy muscles are drawn in and pushing up and out of those shoulders. We're going to take our right leg back and just lift it to the ceiling and bring it in. Lift and in. That's 3. We're doing 8 in total. Try to keep both hips facing the mat. As my leg lifts, I don't let my stomach pop out. I keep that spine nice and stable. Last one. And we switch to the other side. Reset into that neutral spine. And leg comes out and in. And if you are feeling this in your wrists, you can come down to an elbow position and do it from here. Both hips facing the mat, push up and out of those shoulders. Good. Last one. I'm going to come back into all fours for this. I'm going to add an arm lift to that leg. So as the leg shoots back, opposite arm lift and back down. And then we switch sides. So this is another control exercise. We're training stability in that low back, in that core region. Try not to let those shoulders come up by the ears. Keep those shoulder blades down the back. It's not about how high you get. It's about can you control the position of that low back as you do this. Last one before we go into child's pose to release. And you can rock from side to side in this position. side. Then going to scoot forward, or bring our legs forward rather. And you're going to lie back onto your elbows. So in this position, before we get started, make sure you're not sinking into your chest, but you're pushing up and out. So we're also working those shoulder muscles. Pelvis is slightly tucked under. As I exhale, think about putting tension into those abdominal muscles. And lift one leg to 90 and the other leg to 90. We're going to do some knee drops. So knee drops open, exhale, bring it back in, and we switch. So something to keep an eye on during this exercise is the leg in the middle. Imagine you're balancing a cup of water on that knee and you don't want it to fall. The aim is to keep that central leg nice and still. Last one, and now we're going to turn this into a circle. So we're going to open out, bring it forward, round, back up. Other side, and back up. Open. So again, it's not about these big movements to create a six-pack. It's about small movements, creating stability in this lower spine region, and doing everything with control. Let's do 4 more of those. And 3. And 2. Last one. Keep those legs up there if you need a break. Hug them to the chest just for a couple of seconds before we go into toe taps. Tap, foot down and up. Down and up. Control, stability, everything from hips up is still. The only movement happening is down at the bottom. If this is nice and easy, straighten that leg as it comes down. 6 more of these. And if this is a bit much, you can keep both legs down and just do alternate leg lifts rather than toe taps. Probably on those last 2 right now. And 1 more. And then legs down, come up into sitting, let those legs come open. I'm going to tuck away my tummy there and relax over those legs.
So just feel those hips open up. Breathing throughout.
Okay, we're going to come back into sitting and do an exercise that we did in our 10-minute video this week. Roll downs for spinal mobility, but also strength. Arms are in front of you or behind your thighs. We tuck under with that pelvis and we're lowering our spine onto the mat, 1 vertebra at a time. And exhale, come back up. And tuck around the spine, shoulders are relaxed, chest is open, not hunched and closed. And up. Last 2, tuck. Control, exhale, bring yourself back up smoothly. Remember, it's not about how low you go, you can get here, but you're still using the correct form and the correct muscles. And last one, we're just going to go halfway down, hold, something we also did in the 10-minute workout this week, but a little bit faster. We're going to rotate side to side. So now the movement is happening upper half of the body and everything from my waist down. Nice and still. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back to center. And last move for today. Arm lift overhead, back down. Overhead, back down. If you need a bit of relief, you're feeling it in your hip flexors, you can do this one at a time, because where you should be really feeling it is not here in the hip flexors, it's here. And as you get stronger, you'll feel it less in the hips, more in the abdominals. We're almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, and relax. And come up into sitting. So let those legs fall out. We're going to head into a bit of a cool down and stretch. Arms come behind you, push that chest open, and just stretch out those pec muscles. You can rock from side to side here as you feel that stretch transfer from side to side. 4 more. 3, 2, 1. I'm going to face you for this. So one leg is bent in front of you, other leg is out to the side. You're going to thread one arm under, other stretches over towards that foot. You should be feeling the stretch in the side here or in your hamstrings in the back of that thigh. You're going to change that stretch so you're facing your foot, and you should feel that stretch a little bit more in the leg. And we switch to the other side. Stretching is also a great opportunity to get your breath back. So we inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. And change that stretch to face that foot. And come back to sitting. You're then going to take your right leg or one leg over the other and twist towards that leg, feeling that in the glutes. And other side. Sitting up nice and tall and twist towards that leg. Okay, back to sitting. Bring those legs round and behind. We're going to push back onto our haunches and roll up nice and slowly. So hips go up first. Relax the head. And roll up. Bottom of the spine to the top. Healing yourself up. Head is the last thing to come up. And we're going to inhale here. And exhale. And inhale. Exhale. And last one. And out. And there we go. That is our 20-minute workout for week 12. Check out some of our other workouts for this week of pregnancy, and we'll see you next time.